Alright, got interesting one here. I'll be honest, I don't know. This might just be dumb that I'm doing this. But so basically, this is a demolition tank submitted this, but when he played it, it was on the universal balance patch, which I have. I mean, I am meaning to do some uploads with that eventually here, but I don't know. Maybe this is a dumb idea, but I just thought maybe I run through it with, the vanilla game. Because Dusk is going to run it with his mod, the UBP, which is what Demo Tank played it originally with. And it'll be interesting to see just the difference in how I do this run without the UBP and how much differently. Obviously, we have our, we always would differ slightly anyway, but it'd be interesting to see if the what vast differences there end up being. So I'm sure, a video would eventually come out on Dusk's. So you could do this, and then later when we see Dusk's sort of UBP video, we could compare. So yeah, let's do it. Either way, I want to do a run that's not Umbra right now. So yeah. And if it's hard on the UBP, I would imagine it's maybe harder in the vanilla. We'll see. The UBP generally, I think, balances everything out. Well, obviously that's the point of it, but it balances it all out a bit more, so we shall see. Alright, well, the starters are not particularly great, I would say, but I'm glad to see a hallowed drippings, I guess. Kinda. Molting Imp Ring 1 isn't so bad. The battering ram obviously sucks, but we're Shardtail, which is definitely something I like. Don't love the whole drag thing, but it's not so bad, honestly. Alright, we don't get Imperialists. That kind of sucks, but Imp Parade it is. Well, Hell Pact, we might end up with a vent. Winged Idol just doesn't really do anything, so we'll do that. Not knowing if we're going to get Imperialist or not makes Scorched Steel a little weird, in all honesty. Broken Horn doesn't really do a whole lot for us. It might. With the dregs, there is synergy, right? It might be on Broken Horn here. Refracting Lenses obviously usually finds value. We'd already get some value with the drippings. I can see reasons for all of these. I think the highest roll is Unbroken Horn. That has a ceiling. Though you might argue Refracting Lenses as well. I think it's probably not going to be Scorched Steel. I'll be honest though, it does make these dregs a lot less bad. I just worry, because Imps is most likely the best call, right? We got some pretty good stuff here. I think I'm gonna do the Unbroken Horn. My thought is well, I don't know, I mean, it's really gonna do nothing for me, Ring 1. It's the only one that does nothing for me, Ring 1. Because keep in mind, my Imps cost 0. So the dregs cost 0, the imps cost 0, drippings cost 0. The battering ram doesn't do anything. The battering ram would do something with Scorched Steel. So the immediate effect of this is basically nothing, but I don't know. I think you could be a little bit redundant with this as well if you think about it. I wouldn't want Vent with this. I'm going to take it, though. It's probably the wrong choice, in all honesty, but I'm going to try for the high roll, I guess. This is a bit annoying. We have no backline clear. I mean, we have the Molting Imp, but if I add armor... normally I would do a unit draft, but my Molting Imp will kill that guy. I already have 2 Hellhorn banners with steals. it'd be really hard not to roll into something good here. I think we're just gonna potentially, like, if I had Imperialist, I'd be a lot more open to this. I still think we go top. Hopefully I learned my lesson with that cranberry seed yesterday. We have no real reason to, like, preserve anything. I'm probably just gonna line up imps up here, so we somehow end up like, shit, that was a huge mistake. Well, hopefully I don't draw multi-imp this next turn. Okay, good, I didn't get punished. Basically, I should have kept a space open. If I had drawn multi-imp this turn, that would have been game, probably game losing, honestly. We only really need... I wish I could remember which boss it was. I'm actually gonna do this. And just have this guy big. I'm gonna save those. Okay, molting it, please. Okay, we're gonna get it next turn then. Do this. Wait, really? Wow. Okay, bro, if you say so, bro. We'll do that. We kill that. Massive low roll, though, definitely sucks. Shouldn't have took any damage on this. Oh well, you know what, it's fine actually, I guess, to get that backliner dead. Alright, we eat up most of lifesteal stacks. We get 2 imps next turn, we may as well save them then. Well, it is what it is. This boss is broken. To be fair, the other boss probably would have done the same though, because Trample actually in this case wouldn't have saved us much. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's Ritual Battle. That's like, considering we're not going to hit, you know, a Merchant Magic till here. I think that gives us a nice... I'll give it this helmet, because there's a helmet there. We'll go to this Merchant Magic, we'll get it down to a 1 cost, and then we'll Hellvent it most likely. Other option is Welder Helper, which, you know, it is obviously good with Queen, but not if I don't have Imperialist locked in, to be honest. I'd rather just do the Ritual. It's more important. Offense is just way more important. I could see Molded being pretty alright here. That will give us... Now if I find another imp, I don't necessarily have to find Endless on it. Molded's just going to really open up a lot of things here. Alright. Endless... Well, wish we had the Welder Hopper. Pretty sure it's just Rail Beater here. Yeah. There's the slightest ever chance that I could technically, so I could do something, like, it's a weird play, but I could put Endless on a Molting Imp. It's honestly not the worst play in the world, and because I have the Burnout here, and the thing that sucks is, like, it would be a decent enough play to self-infuse the Molting Imp here. Then I get 20 to the floor every turn, 40 if I get double summons, but... you know, if I find an Imp, or even a Tomb, I'd like to... It just sucks that the temple's all the way down here. The next temple, because it's like I don't really want to infuse right now, but I do kind of want to just put this Endless on this. Then my options are... Yeah, I mean, 5 damage to the whole floor is fine for now. Yep, I'm just going to do this. And then we'll put the burnout on it. So if I find a stealth tomb, I'll just put that into it. That's on endless. If I find a rage imp, I'll put it on it and it's endless. If I miss on both of them this next turn, probably I just wait all the way till down here and self-infuse it with the molting imp, and that's still fine. I think this is a strong play. Spell chain. I mean, with Unbroken Horn, I almost want to put it on the ritual, but probably not worth it. I think we just fight here. We're not necessarily that strong right now. Definitely need that gold. It's not that bad of a mark. Little rough. Man. I don't know. I guess we're gonna double up here. The greedy part of me wants to just do Rail Beater top and Shard Tail bottom, but it probably doesn't make much sense to do that. So let's get around the... I mean, either way. Yeah, let's just do this. I guess we do this. I mean, she has 20 damage. I can put Ritual on her. That'll really make that next fight not really last very long, right? The sooner we get that Molting Imp, the better. But, you know, of course what's gonna happen is that... you know, we're gonna bottom deck it because we spent all that money on it. It's just, you know, tradition. I don't think we care about, like, holding any of them. So much for Unbroken Horn. I really didn't think we'd be spending out all of our Ember. I'm just gonna put this up here. Poor Collector. Alright, well, we finally got that. Not gonna lie. Well, yeah, I guess we don't kill that. Well, whatever. Just get all these out of here. Didn't think we had to have to take pyre damage here, but I guess we do. I think it's worth... yeah. Looks like it's probably worth the Ember Drain here. I could have got punished there, I guess, but no punish. I'm gonna let that burn out, of course. Alright, easy choice here. Alright, Welder Helper or Hornbreak. Right now, I have no backline clear. Well, I do. I do have backline clear. Nice thing about the burnout is I don't need Imperialist. I would still take a point of it if I could find it, but I do think maybe just Welder Helper here. The only thing that sucks is the 5 damage is pretty... Welder Helper's not the imp I had in mind. Let's put it that way. So, you know, yeah, I'll get 10 armor to the whole floor with that. But, so, you know, it's just 10 armor to the whole floor. I can frontline with it at jump block, so there's that. But then the 5 damage to the floor quickly becomes pretty irrelevant. But we knew that already, right? That's going to be an issue with anything. I'm just wondering, like, Molting Imp Infusion kind of represents maybe more damage saved than 10 armor to all of our units would. You know, you think Quill Hunters and stuff, like basically from mid-game on, Quill Hunters and whatnot, especially Light Wings and Shade Wings. Well, Shade Wings aren't going to die to this, but Light Wings would. You know, I feel like I'm saving more health to my floor by doing the Molting Imp. Now, of course, that changes on Divinity. But, because I'm doing, well, you know what? I kill everything except a Shade Wing. And honestly, I could combo the Hornbreak in. I feel like Hornbreak is the call here. And if I don't find a tomb, if I don't find the tomb of stealth, it's the only tomb I would put in. We're just going to self-infuse Molting Imp. 20 damage to the whole floor seems more enticing to me than 10 armor to everybody. So we're going to do Hornbreak. Hornbreak also just... Okay, well, never mind. This beats out the... Yeah. Okay, so this is pretty nice, not going to lie. Of course, we have to wait until there to infuse it, but that's just how it goes. I can see reasons to go both ways. That's what she said. I think the Hellhorn banners are going to be better. And it'd just be nice to have a shot at multi-strike. We probably can't reroll for it though, yet again. Unless I want to skip that. Well, we can reroll and then do Divine Horde. I think I like that. I mean, there's some good artifacts I could get there. I wouldn't say there's any good Melting Remnant units that we can really find. I mean, there's decent ones, but, you know, we are not on a melting path here. We're really on a Hellhorn path, so... You know, find another Endless. This is one thing I was a bit afraid of, because I was like, I'd be tempted. So the nice thing about the Molting Imp right now is I get the cost reduction of it being an imp, plus any other imp synergies. Right now, that's just the only synergy I have is a cost reduction. Technically, I could put Endless on Molten Encasement. That's a pretty strong play right now, because, you know, it's going to be 7 years until I get to the next Divine Temple. But also, technically speaking, Molting Imp into Molten Encasement, outside of the loss of that Imp synergy, is just a better infusion, right? That's going to help me with backline clear. I do 15 to the whole floor and get the same amount of stealth, even though I give up, you know, the whole burnout and everything. So, I don't know. I kind of want to put the Endless on the Tomb. I mean, it's going to really help the fights right now. Tempted to Branding Warrior. Man, I'm also tempted just to skip. I really don't need the Steelworker because I'm likely, you know, pretty fine on defense. I do wonder if this Endless is not worth taking, because like if I skip here, I still probably don't reroll and afford what comes up. It's still pretty unlikely. I feel like it's just wrong to give up on this Endless Molten Encasement. I do wonder if it's wrong to skip a unit here, though. Like, our offense is pretty damn weak. Yeah, I'll have the rituals eventually, but might be pretty nice to have the additional scaling that Branded Warrior provides. And that could eventually be an infusion into Railbeater. I was hoping more for a Horned Warrior, but, you know, can't always get what you want. All those temples are just so far down the line. I think we take a Branded Warrior at any rate. I'm going to see what this is, if it's like, ooh. I am so tempted to gauge. And here's the thing, I get cost reduce on everything. Well, all the imps at least. It could be awkward. I have this battering ram too. Maybe Steelworker was the call. I don't know. I have the armor on Rail Beater. So the Volatile Gauge, what it does for us is, it gives us 3 extra draw while really screwing up our Ember, right? But that's not too bad. I guess one problem though, Shard Tail, we really do want a pip upgrade, and Volatile Gauge basically from ring 4 on, ring 4 on is pretty smooth because you usually just get your Ember upgrade and it's a lot easier. If I can't really justify an Ember upgrade and I kind of need a pip upgrade, which honestly I probably do, it becomes a little less good, right? But the advantage is, these rituals are much easier to play, and I see them more often. Also, while it's not easier to play my endless units, I see them quicker, so I don't have to dig down this 28 card deck and bottom deck it and just lose, right? Like, honestly, I am kind of debating Gauge here. The others are doing nothing for me. Infused Mallet I am just adamantly against, but yeah, I mean, the dregs go down huge in value. They have no value currently anyway, but they at least have Unbroken Horn synergy. I will say this though, there's going to be enough turns where I just can't end on good Ember, or I can't make use of all my Ember, and Unbroken Horn kind of covers Gauge in that regard. So right now, it also has, Battering Ram for what it's worth. If I can keep armor on Rail Beater, it'll do damage. And I'll theoretically be, eventually having stealth. I am kind of wondering, though, about the stealth, because it's like, I was going to just put Endless in here, but now I'm like, I kind of, with Volatile Gauge, really want to get that that cost reduction of it being an imp, so I kind of just want to put it into the molting now. That's going to really save. I think I'm going to take the Gauge here. A little risky, but I stand by it. I think Gauge is pretty good. I know that I don't line up with a lot of pretty good players there, so it's like, I'm not necessarily incorrect, and they're also not incorrect as well, right? Dusk has basically 100% win rate, and he never takes it, so you're fine to never take it, right? That's what I will say about Gauge. You're perfectly fine to never take it, but in the same vein, I also think you're fine to take it. I think both can be correct, right? Well, now I don't need a pip upgrade. It all worked out, right? I don't know. I could still put Endless here. I feel like the Unbroken Horn covers this play. And it's going to be pretty powerful to have that on Endless. I think we take it. I just don't have amazing defense otherwise. Alright. Time to let Gauge fail me. Well, we're off to a flying start here with a 3-cost banner unit. I mean, I don't really need to play much else, in all honesty. See, this is a thing, it's like, yeah, you can get screwed over, but did I really need to play much else out here? The only thing I really would have been able to do is just burn out a few cards, but I essentially already have them burned out because I'm drawing 3 extra a turn, so I think it's still fine right now. So we want to go like this. We want our damage unit to be Queen, our tank to be Rail Beater, and eventually just chump blockers and whatnot in front. But I'm not going to play these. I want that space open in case I find either the Endless Imp or something else. Okay, it's probably, bottom decks happen. We basically don't find this, or this, but the nice thing here is the spikes help us, so we can do this, and it'll just hit the spikes and die still, so. And then we got a ritual at 1, so we're already putting in good damage. And then from here, I mean, I could also just put in 120 right now. Yeah, let's just do that. A little bit annoying here, but you know what? I'm just going to let this cycle through, I think. I think I'd rather have the pip here. I only need 2 extra pip, really. I mean, I don't even need it, but it would be, you know, nice to have. And let's just do this. I mean, I can just keep getting pip. No problem with that. And do that. Might as well have these in front as well. Don't want to fill the deck up with imps necessarily. So this is really nice here. We take that out. And let's see. Unfortunately, that's just going to get through. Not much I can do there. I'll leave 1 space. I think I need to let this Unbroken Horn do some work for me. Well, you know what? I could kill everybody. Never mind. I mean, if I can kill everybody, I might as well. By the way, 420 on Daedalus' health there. Just thought I'd point that out. So we get massively low rolled on the Molten Encasement. 1 out of 3 and a 1 out of 3 on it, but that's fine. We still got this at a 1, still got this at a 1, so I massively high rolled on the Ritual. So it's like, yeah, you take the good with the bad, right? The bad with the good with the bad, the glad with the sad. And let's go ahead and let this Unbroken Horn do some work for us. Wow, we are getting really good rituals. I like it. No, this guy's gonna die. Actually, no. We can get you there. Just, yeah, let's let the Unbroken Horn do some work. Alright. Go ahead and just do that. That. I should have done that behind, but whatever. Actually, it wouldn't have mattered because he has the spikes, but yeah, we get it done here. So no power damage taken at all. There's the Hallowed Halls. Could technically make it work, because here's the thing, I could just, you know, I'm drawing 3 extra a turn, I could just thin the deck out and then turn this whole thing around into a Hollowed Halls deck, you know? True, and honestly, I have every Hellvent ahead of me still. Should I just do that on principle? I don't know, there's too many units in the damn deck for, I think that would be actually pretty dumb. I don't think we take any of these. Oh god, the immediate punish. Bless me. So we got our multi-strike here. This just goes right into Rail Beater. I mean, honestly, all 3 of these are just top tier units at this point. I could make any one of these amazing, but Horn Warrior is the most straightforward one here. So basically, what we're gonna do is to, I think we still go this route. True, I don't really need to get the cost down on this ritual, but there's a Vortex here. And honestly, I need to get rid of the Branded Warrior first of all. Because really, just I'm going to have a single banner, probably just Branded or Horn Warrior into Rail Beater, and maybe I just Hellvent it, but I definitely want to get the cost down on Ritual. just as normal. Or it's either that or if I find a double stack, I'll just do that. Both of those are strong plays. So basically either get it down to 1 cost or double stack it. Only double stack though if it's on the first, not on reroll, because I'm gonna double Ember, reduce it, if at all possible. Well, this is now further interesting. Like, I mean, Branded Warrior into Horned Warrior is a thing. Just how many I mean, that would be my 3 temple upgrades. It'd be, you know, the only thing that sucks is for a while I'd have a lot of extra banners. That would be kind of awkward. But that's really not an issue with Volatile Gauge if you think about it. So kind of the idea would be Branded Warrior into one of the Horn Warriors, one of the Horn Warriors into the Rail Beater. That's 2 temples, and then the other one would be probably the encasement into the Imp, just so I get that cost reduction and the Imp synergy, even though I'm missing out on some AoE there. I think that's fine. And we can do the Imp thing last, probably. Right now I'm fine having them both on Endless. I'd certainly have the Pip. It seems pretty unnecessary though, honestly. I have this ritual. I'll be hellventing it there. I don't know, I might want it. I don't know. What are the Merchant? I mean, I'm hitting a Merchant of Steel here. Like, I do need to add some initial health to one of those Hornbreak Warriors. This is a really good steal, by the way. It's the only steal I'll hit. Get some health. I mean, I might not have much gold. If I don't get offered a gold trial here, if I don't hit the collector, I may not even be able to reroll for health. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna Hellvent the ritual here. Oh shit, there's a lot of Hellvents on this run. I didn't even realize. Usually you only get 3, but there's 4 Hellvents on this run, so that giving this one up is really just not bad at all. Huh. Really debating something that I guess I just, you know, I'll always be able to play the ritual because I'm going to cost reduce it. It's just like deck will be down to 28. Well, it'll be up to 29 if I take this unit. So I draw 8 a turn, but I shuffle imps back into my deck that often can't get played out. I mean, I'm guaranteed to get fledgling imps eventually here. If I see Imperialist, I'm probably going to take it though, but I guess what I'm trying to say is I probably don't need to do the Branded Warrior play. Yeah, let's just do that. I think I'm good on Rage. I was thinking of keeping this if I needed that extra Rage, but I don't think that I do. And what's the worst? Probably Stewards. Yeah. Alright. Holdover. Could hold that over. Well, I could hold that over. And take the boons and just cost reduce it still. Then it only has a 1, so it could be anywhere from 0 to 2 cost. Average cost of 1. Average cost of 1 on holdover seems better than just... Yeah, this is pretty good. Alright, we'll take the boons then. 10 there's fine, 10 there's fine. I think here's better for now. Maybe I could have done the hold over there, I don't know. I'm going to hold this gold though. Alright, we got our fledgling imps already. I'll take royalty last just because I definitely don't want 2 imps each turn. But the fledgling imp's going to be great for now. Our offense and defense are pretty much locked in at this point. Yeah, I'll definitely be interested to see the difference between the universal balance patch versus how I end up doing this here. I think we just go top still. This guy's just eternally gonna fuck me over, I guess. No sense playing any of these out, I think. I think let's just save a little bit of Ember here. Cover my low rolls. Alright, this I do for sure. Finally get the collector there. I think we can do this. That. I'm going to hold 1 here. But I do want to clear the deck out a little bit. Alright, we get the worst cost there. But... yeah, there's just no way I can really make use of that. I could do it here, I guess. Guess we won't be using it for pip. We'll just be using it for damage. I think to prepare for this floor, perhaps I need to do this, but then again to kill... yeah, I should be able to kill him if I do that. I think I need to conserve Ember. Alright, a little bit better price here. Let's do this here. 46. I need a little bit more damage there. Well, I don't know. Fuck. I don't know that I keep that. That's probably not worth playing for 3 Ember. I could just do this. Really unfortunate volatile gauges here. I think I just keep the Ember. Just hoping for the hammer here. The hammerhead shark. Well, guess how much do I value putting damage in here versus getting some stealth down, because I might be pretty fucked right here. I think we just bite the bullet. This is going to be a lot of damage though, between the spikes and everything. Guess the alternative is... yeah, on second thought, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. Yeah. God, that is just ridiculous. Alright, let's do this. We just need to start stacking this defense now at this point. I'm fine doing this too. Get that in there. This guy, of course, has a million spikes. Well, it's only 2 damage per spike. I think we're going to be fine there. Yeah. Wait, why did... oh, it doesn't have burnout. Why did I think that had burnout? Well, we can do this. That helps a lot. We can clear out the space there, I think. Hold the Ember. Yeah, should be a kill. trying to give him everything we got, you know. Definitely not combustible wax. That would hurt us. It's redundant with the stealth, but honestly, it's just too good of a card to not take. Blade might be okay. Does suck to be adding all these cards, but I don't think Reform in this deck does much because my priority units are on Endless anyway. Let's do that. I do need to sec my units out. If I don't get... I could see a world where she's like, okay. With Gauge, I can draw back into stuff so cleanly. Queen on the floor doesn't... I almost would be fine with Queen just dying. I mean, if the plan is to put Encasement into Molting Imp, the only thing I gain by having the 2 pip of Queen on the floor, if I don't get Imperialist, is... I guess I get Fledgling Imps each turn, but that really isn't going to be that needed past a certain point. I think I will take half. I think that that's actually pretty good. Half, and then Rail Beater behind. Why did I think I was getting the Helvent this turn? Well, we'll get it eventually. Not Large Stone. Definitely not taking that. Oh. Nice. Ooh. Nah, I don't think so. I think the most priority thing right now is to get Horn Warrior into the Rail Beater. I think that's a pretty fine play. A little bit risky, but at the end of the day, honestly, adding a half I think covers our low rolls. That plus Gauge, we're just really not likely to low roll that much, I feel. Okay, let's re-roll. Not really what I wanted. I mean, quick, in the context of an endless Molten Encasement, really doesn't do anything for me. Then again, I'm not hitting another Merchant of Steel up. Couldn't even get like a burnout or a plus 25 health. That was about as low roll as you could get. I guess we could just do Rage and plus 10 on Rail Beater. Pretty weak, but it is what it is. We're at 65 shards. I think a Pierce there is fine. And then the -2 is probably not that needed. I'm already getting probably at least 125 shards. Alright. So here we're not spending money. We should also just spend 1 on removal. So get the last steward out of there. Stewie Griffin can give my regards to Peter. So we'll want to really focus on stacking stealth this fight. This should be easy money though, but definitely we gotta prioritize hitting the stealth tomb. I think we want half on the floor with this guy. Just trying to think how we do this otherwise. Like, I need to keep 3 pip open if I want to do that. Okay. I'm going to put this here. I guess we'll just do this. This thing's going to die. Yeah, this works. So that dies, but I don't take any damage there. I really don't want to take any damage here. Wait. Oh, I was like, wait a minute. 3 pip? Oh yeah, that thing's dying, of course. I kind of want Queen to die, honestly. I just want to let her die out here, probably. Collector. Of course. You know what? At least the pip here does work out, though. So we'll do this. That way we can at least just get our pip there. And I guess I'll keep her alive for now. And, I don't know, fledgling imps might end up being okay. So this happens for sure. This happens for sure. And then this is fine. Could do this. That's a pretty good chunk of damage. Alright, I like it. Queen's providing us value. I'll keep her on the floor as long as she, you know, provides value. This is a pretty good play right here. I mean, now I got a million pip here. I think that the stealth might be more important than the ritual right now. I'm not 100% on that, though. I do think it is probably more important, though. We can do as many of these as we want now at pretty low cost to us. Well, no point putting this top here if I can't sacrifice it. So, for this one, this probably ends up making sense. May as well do that. Here we can bring back, oh, that. Alright, whatever. I thought I had a fledgling imp dead. I guess I haven't, literally not lost a single one. Gotta resist my normal tendency to burn stuff out because I think I just gain more from holding over Ember on the Unbroken Horn. This Molten Encasement has betrayed the hell out of me, by the way. How many times has it come in at 3? Has it ever come in at 1? I don't think it has. It's usually 3, sometimes 2. Pretty weak, man. Pretty weak. Could do that there or here. Might be better here. And keep holding the Ember. Alright, that's good play there. He just cuts through him like butter, though. Well, there's no point in not playing this up top, though, so again, we will do that. I can get some pretty good damage in here, huh? Kinda fucked that ordering up, but you know, it is what it is. Oh, 7-unit limit, god damn it. Yeah, just let this, well, yeah, we can do this. God, might as well be stealth boss. Boom. See, stealth boss hits you because you can't hit it. And then you can't attack back. And then that boss just kills your whole floor before you can even attack it. I mean, Volatile Gauge with Inferno is pretty good, but we're certainly doing 2 floor setups. Like, I doubt Queen is ever on my main floor, so Inferno does lose a little bit of value there. And honestly, even with the Unbroken Horn, even with the first Hell Pact, I kind of don't want Spike. But I might. I'm really eyeing this Pyre Chomper. That has so much synergy with this Gauge and Broken Horn and the double summons. Like, I just see too much value here with the Pyre Chomper. I mean, honestly, all of them are great in this situation. Like, the Spike would be able to reapply any armor that I lose on Railbeater. Let's keep in mind, this deck is a little bit prone to spikes or just bad draws. Like, if I don't draw stealth soon enough, Divinity will be hitting Railbeater most likely. Unless I go mid, which might have to be an option. Inferno, like I said, it's a good card, good with Gauge, but only 1 floor can I play it on, so often that might just not really do much for me. Pyre Chomper is just always going to be amazing here. 8 Ember, and that Ember stays. I just can't not do that. I don't think I'll take any of these. I never played the subsiding blade once. I almost regret taking it. I took it in case I needed to self-sack, but if I can't even stack it, man, it's no good. But I can play the current one at least with the Pyre Chomper now. We definitely go left here. It's not that out of the question to go right, though, honestly, because there's a lot of value there still with the removals, but I think we need to check... Oh, that's pretty bad. I could take this for the hell of it. I mean, with Volatile Gauge, I don't have too bad of a time playing that out. I just don't think it really is worth it. Just to get the chance that Vengeful Shard that I might get in, you know, the Divinity fight 50% of the time, just to get it damage. I just don't want to hurt my draw for the next fight. So the Hellvent, I mean, there's definitely some a lot of options at Hellvent. One might argue that because I'm getting Fledgling Imps every turn, that the Ritual, which I planned on originally Hellventing, might not be the best Hellvent. Like, it could just be Wingmaker or Molten Encasement. Although we should commit probably to this now. I think I am just going to put this Tomb into this. I like the fact that this has the 1 burnout, plus it gets the cost reduction when I do play it with Shardtail. I think this happens. Yeah, I give up the Endless, but it's fine. 30 there. No real point in that. So this would cost me 15 shards, but I think I like it. I could keep both floors alive doing this. I don't know. This one might just be better. Yeah, let's do this one. Alright. Yep, let's go. Okay. Let's go this for this floor. Kind of just the same setup. I could put one of these down now, but keep a pip open. You know, we do want to live here. Alright, well, we will get... I think this is fine, just to put this down here. We'll get some shards here. Or get a space, I should say. We can do that. That's fine, he'll die up here. Do we just save this Ember then? I think we just save this Ember. If we get a 3-cost shard, we'll just get screwed, right? Actually, it was 1 cost, not bad. One might say that this incant is unfortunate, but again, this is the beauty of Volatile Gauge. I really don't care about any of the other cards here other than Ritual and this, so... I think we're just gonna do this. This is where the burnout definitely comes in handy. I might want the Hornbreak not to increase its cost. I mean, I'll tell you what, I can burn a few of these out. I can eventually mold that Pyre Chomper back. I'm missing out on potential hammer value here, but I think it's fine. Like, I already have enough pip here, and I already am gaining pip a turn up here, so it's really no biggie. Biggie smalls. I think we just keep stacking stealth up here. That'll be a pretty much guaranteed victory. We can give this guy a bunch of damage, why not? I don't even think we play that. Just save the Ember. For, you know, shit like that. I mean, this goes here for sure. Just wondering what else I do. I mean, I do kind of want to keep Shardtail alive, I think. I want to stack that as well. And I don't lose anything by doing this. So I'm going to burn that too. No need to do anything else though. We'll get a hell thing, but I do need to keep the stealth up here. I don't have much defense, and my offense isn't that much, but it's a pretty good amount if you think about it. I'm doing basically a triple strike here. I could go... I do want to like get these out. Could use just a little bit of Ember there, but maybe keep 3. Alright, good prices on these Scourges so far. Of course, we get that there. Well, we'll just do this then. And this. That. Oh, and this. And with that, I can do that. Just get rid of those at least. Sure. See, now our deck is actually, even though I've been generating imps each turn, it's thin enough that I draw over half of it each turn. I don't know. I still stand by Gauge. It doesn't always make sense, but I think it makes sense more than it gets credit for. I think we definitely want to keep stacking up here, though. There's really no need to do this, so maybe I'll just do that. Just do that, right? And we can get rid of these just for shits and giggles. This is not the floor we're using to kill Arcus, so let's do this, that. One, two, three, four, 5. We may as well put this up here, actually. And we can put these here. Crazy, though, with the double Pirate Chomper, I'm still pretty rough on, you know, scaling and whatnot. Or not scaling, Ember. You know, I guess with Volatile Gauge it happens, right? So Dark Deal, not nearly as good as it usually is, but One Harm Tome, pretty enticing. I'll take it. I think one more Ember upgrade still, even though I have all of that. Ooh, nice, 69. Definitely this way. No, these are almost certainly not useful for us. Well, Help Pack might be. Or Prismal Dust might be. I don't know, though. I lose every bit of the Unbroken Horn there, but that's a lot of damage shield. I think because I already Hell Vented, though, my stealth unit, that's Oh, I didn't Hellvent it. I Hellvented the hammer. Well, we can Hellvent this now. I will say I do think I want this unit Hellvented, even if it's going to cost me 15 shards. It's pretty powerful. And, probably the dregs, right? And do I want anything more? Spell chain. Could spell chain the one-harm tome. It's honestly not that out of the question. I know we're going to Shardville here, but I'm so powerful. Let's just do it. This... Nothing really needed there. Royalty, I guess. Would have obviously preferred Imperialist, but not going to take that third rank and get the Wilder Helpers. I just cannot deal with that amount of imps getting fucked into my deck. I feel like we should just go to Shardville at this point. I mean, this is a nice purge, right? You know, if you're new and watching this, there's no reason to really go above what I'm doing here. I'm just kind of doing it to keep things spicy. Really, you should just keep it right close to 100 shards. There's really not a huge reason to go above. There's honestly not even reason to take this, but again, I'm a little, you know, these Skyrim difficulty type runs just happen too often, and yeah. Well, I think we're fine to go bottom with Queen here. I can get an Ember reduction here. Do this. I do want this thing to, well, here. Let's just do this. And I will have, Ember for days. But unfortunately, this was drawn at the wrong time. So... Well, I can Hornbreak that. Let's do this for the Ember Drain. We can play these out. Play that out. Damn, bottom decking both Wingmakers and Ritual Battle. Priceless. Well, hopefully that doesn't cost us the win here. Well, this kills that thing in the back. I have this. I could do this and move it up. I only get 3 damage there, but then I still am not doing that much damage here. Let me think, like, if I do this... Okay, that should be enough, so I'm just going to do that, that... Thought that would be enough to kill that. I guess I'm going to take a fuckload of damage here then, because of my miscalculation. Well, it is what it is. We can still do this, though. We should put that down first. Isn't that crazy? I played 2 Pirate Trappers at the start of this, and that just kind of shows how my fucking RNG is going here. But whatever. Bullshit. Well, this is a great example of, like, you don't need to take shards if you don't need to. We're getting pip up here constantly, so why don't we just do that. Put one there. One here. We finally got this. I think we do need to, like, conserve some ember here. Alright, here we get this finally. Pretty good. You're out of ember. Jesus, dude. Where's the molded, by the way? What the fuck? Let's go ahead and try to disrespect, you know who here. Damn. All right. With Gage, important work is not that good. It would be a lot better. I'll tell you what, though. If it wasn't this, I would do it. Like, if it was Fledgling Imp or Transcendent, I would do this important work here. But since it's not, I don't think this is worth. Redundant. And, yeah, these are skips. Wow, I have a lot of gold. Just noticed that. Alright, we're still going to go to Shardville. These were totally not worth it, but hey, I'll take it. Split Anvil, though. That's definitely getting taken. There's an Imp Sickle. I mean, it might be good. It's just more shit coming into the deck that I might not be able to play out, though, you know? Well, I could nullify my Ember upgrade with the double stack with doing the Lightstone casing. I don't like it. I like it just being cheap. I don't need the double stack so much. Tell you what I would do, though. Alright, I like that. This molded, I think, would be pretty nice if it were cheaper. This would be better at plus 10. No need of Permafrost is not really that good with Volatile Gauge on anything, really. You take Gauge such that you don't need a Permafrost, really. 420. I guess we could take the Imp Sickle. I mean, I could get a Transcend Imp every now and then. That's really all I would want. Pyre Chomper. I mean, I get a Pyre Chomper every now and then. I get a Pyre Chomper actually a decent amount of the time. The Transcend Imp, not very often, but I don't even know that a Transcend Imp does much for this deck, right? Other than just get me more Ember. But I might take it just for that extra Pyre Chomper. Definitely would, like, add a lot of cruft to the deck, though. I don't think we want to take it. I think the Imp's coming at 1 cost, though. I think. I know that's how they come in with Shardtail, right? You know what? Fuck it. Let's take it. And get rid of Dregs. They really drag the deck down. And remove Battering Ram. Kind of want to remove spells that aren't good for me. Battering Ram kind of fits the bill. I guess I could get a Welder Helper every now and then, which would be nice too. I think I'm going to remove Battering Ram. Kind of shows how bad that card is. I think I gave it too generous of a rating with a C tier. I think C tier is pretty damn generous. And Hellvent will go probably there. I'm gonna have so many imps I need to play out that it might just be nice. Plus, that's just good removal, right? Okay. Fucked that up. Should have just... Well, I guess no matter what I put down, it's fine, I suppose. I guess we're going mid here. Hopefully we get one of our 3 fucking hammers next turn. But, you know, until then, here's Wonderwall. Well, I didn't want to... You know what, let's just do this. Okay. Alright, well we can do this play. On the one hand, I'm probably getting stealth next turn. Happen to basically bottom deck everything good in the deck, other than the one Wingmaker and the Ritual, I guess. What is the best route here? It's like I could put the Welder Helper in front or back. Maybe back, because then I could put one of the one harm temp stacks here, and it kind of almost makes sense, right? I think we just play all these out. This is nice having a 2-floor setup against Chased, because my rage doesn't get quite as sagged. This is going to be a really nice one here. If I do this, these still die, right? So that's pretty good, actually. I only really get 1 Ember Drain here. So, do that. Then I can clear out space. Let's spread the love out here. Let's go 1 here. And 1 here. So now we got the opportunity to win mid if we want it. Let's play as much of these out here as we can, I think. Since they're all gonna, you know, die. Ah, damn it. Well, didn't want to do that, but I'll just wait on that then. I don't even want to play that necessarily. I could have. I mean, there's no point not to play that. I guess saving Ember, we'll just say that was the reason. Okay, well, we'll put one of them down. Bye-bye to our rage, huh? Let's put a rage here. Almost certainly Chase is going to cut this in half, so get some damage here while we got the chance. I think we want as many of these imps to die out each turn as possible. So I won't even kill the backliner here. I mean, I'll have plenty fine time killing these up top. In fact, why don't we do that just in case I am losing my stuff here. 1, 2, oh damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, whatever. Let's do that. I only lose 2 of them. I guess I could take just one of my own guys. My own guys out. Hilarious that my Ember is still fucked. Like, so funny. Okay, at least we can do this. Alright, you go there. That'll die out. Go there. Let's do... Damn it. The chest plates is fucking me over here. Alright. I guess we'll do this. I mean, I don't want to draw back into these. I am truly getting fucked over here. So let's... I guess we can only do 1 here. Unless I want to kill this, which I guess I do. And let's give you rage just so you can hit him this turn. Nice, we actually trolled out a bottom floor thing there. I'm not really remembering to make use of my split anvil. Potentially an issue, but probably not an issue, honestly. Let's just get some extra pip down here. Why not? We'll do 1 and 1. Probably should just be stacking all of my stuff mid at this point. I guess it depends on where Seraph's gonna do his bullshit. Here, we can do this. It's not really worth 3 Ember, is it? Sure it is. It's still just wild that I'm like needing Ember. I mean, definitely Pyre Chomper was the right call, given what's happened, right? This is ridiculous, though. How much Ember I get there, and then I still end up playing it all out. The fuck, man. Alright, I am just gonna do this. I'm gonna try to finish mid. I think it's perfectly fine. Oh, I finally got a Pirate Chomper from Impsicle. Basically, Impsicle, I don't know that it did a whole lot for me this run, but we'll just go ahead and say that it did. You know what? Let's just sacrifice that. Keep the rage going. Do that for reasons. Might as well bring you up. Guess I could have done it to chased as well, but it's redundant with the stealth here. Alright, you give me the Ember that I wanted. And let's go 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. And who comes back? Fledgling Imp? Sure. Alright. Shardtail stings him. Alright. So this is where it becomes a little risky. You know, I have 30 armor and then I'm dead. If I don't get one of the 2 here by next turn, which isn't that unlikely. I'm basically dead. Another thing is I could frontline Horned Warrior, and that opens me up to, if I draw Welder Helper from Imsicle, which isn't that necessary, you know, it could happen. It's not like hugely out of the question. That's another way I could survive. I mean, it's not the end of the world if this Rail Beater dies. Like, the fact that Heft tramples, I'll be able to get enough rage. Plus, honestly, I can probably solo with Shardtail mid. Though, I am kind of wanting to go bottom with Shardtail. I mean, the trample is annoying. I mean, I could get, the thing is, I could get an extra stealth right now, which would be nice. Or, sorry, an extra pip. But my defense is fucked, so I think I'm just going to go mid. And I'm going to, you know, I have 3 of these hammers. I'm going to hold out on Wilt Wings. This could be risky, but all I really need is Hef to win. All I really need is one of anything, so it's a little risky. It might be greedy not to just do this here, but I really do kind of need the pip mid. And we'll survive for now. Yeah, I think I'm gonna frontline with Rail Beater. We'll just do this to break the damage shield, even though I'm gaining 1 back. But overall, it's a fine play. And we'll just block 1 here. It sucks that I'm like getting hit for so much, but hopefully we can get some decent rolls here. All right. There's the Welder Helper, so that's how we're going to survive up here, because we low roll on both the Molten Encasements. Basically, most of the things, we low roll on a lot. Honestly, with how much we've been low rolling, I'm glad we took the Volatile Gauge. Like, think about how bad it would have been to draw through this deck if I had to take my normal route. So I do think this top floor is a little more important. I can lose Shardtail Queen, and I don't lose a whole lot here. But I think double Wingmaker here will keep me alive. Wow, damn, that was pretty costly there, though. I am going to do that. Let's do this, that. Bring this back, I guess. Burn that out. Can take that out, and that's fine. I wish I could have got the Tiresome Climb off. I could have probably if I thought. I keep forgetting that I have Split Anvil, honestly. Alright, you're gonna need to go here. That's gonna help a bit. Shardtail's gonna die at some point. Well, yeah, she's gonna die from spikes. Not necessarily. I can remove these spikes. It's the beauty of the double whatever. If we do that, I'm fine to do this here. This is the last damage other than spikes that I'll take. We are going to focus on this floor, though, at this point, I think. And let's make sure as much of these die as possible. I don't want to take the extinguish damage up top. Alright, now we just start splitting our stuff. So that we're, you know... Alright, I didn't mean to click that necessarily, but we'll take it. There's the punish for not taking that cavern event, I guess. We just save this Ember. I don't gain a whole lot from this one break. I don't necessarily need to be putting these down every turn, but they're coming in relatively cheap, so it's like, why not, right? Now on this floor I should actually be stacking these imps behind at this point. Like, there's really no reason not to. Let's take one of them out. I'm going to throw that away. Let's get another Pyre Chomper in. Scourge is annoying. We gain more from doing it here, right? Like, I think I'm just gonna put one of them down here, and then gonna keep this going here, I think. Just in case, for whatever reason. So we put all the damage in here. Just trying to disrespect Divinity a little bit here. So now we can get the flying kill. For sure. Let's put some stuff up here. You know, there's a million ways from Sunday we can play this one. Headshot. Alright, not too bad. Just in time for the music to die. So we'll be interested to see how much Universal Balance patch changes the playstyle, right? We can already see it. Well, we can look at Depleted's deck to see the difference in how he did it. Then also, you know, whenever Dusk's video comes out, I don't know that he is doing a video, but I assume it would make good content to do a Cursed Seed with UBP, so we'll see. Just keep on the lookout for that in the future. But yeah, for our deck, it was fun. I like Gauge. I think it's viable. It's obviously not needed. You know, I can stress that point. It's not needed. I think it overall helped this deck though, even with the somewhat frustrating times. Like, the frustration in Ember costs is what you trade off frustration in Ember costs in frustration for draw order, because draw order becomes so much less bad. Even though we had some bad draws, they would have been twice as worse without the Gauge, right? Now granted, I could have done double draw, but if I had done double draw, we just wouldn't have been able to play a lot of stuff out, and we still would have been down a draw compared to what Volatile Gauge provided. So I don't know. I liked it. I think it was the right call, especially, you know, at the context of where we were at in the run. If I were to give an MVP to anything, it probably would just be this Molten Encasement. You know, the Molten Imp still was able to kill stuff. I mean, it killed the Spike Channelers, which was nice. Hard to, you know, deny Wingmaker's power too. Ritual was alright, but I think definitely the Imp was more important. One Horn Tome was just nice. Kind of win more though, honestly, right? In this run at least. It was just there for Flash. That was there for the Slam Dunk. Hef was pretty nice here too. Nice to have that 2-floor setup. Let's take a look quickly, though, at Demolition Tank. So he, by the way, just to reiterate, had the Universal Balance patch on, which right now doesn't change artifacts. So the artifacts would have been the same effect. That wouldn't have been different. But everything here... oh, this is very interesting. That's cool. It actually, I don't know how much we can see here of what the, so like here you can see the rally path. This is kind of the change that Dusk does. You can get a point of multi-strike basically by going all in on rally, which is reflected here. And I don't know that all the rest is going to be reflected on my screen though when I don't have the universal balance patch applied here. So the reason that this is reflected, this actually I know because of doing all of the data work that I did to get my data. The reason this is showing is because it, well, I don't know. I believe it depends on how he implemented it, but I'm guessing what happens is this actually just sort of on the card itself added the Frenzy Stone. Well, no, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'll be honest, I wouldn't have expected it to show this, because Frenzy Stone should have shown as an upgrade, like a circle, if that was the case. So, yeah, I don't know. It's interesting to me that that shows, because I know that some of the yeah, like Inflame, some of these others should have shown as universal their universal whatever equivalent. So yeah, so he didn't go with the volatile gauge though. He went with the infused mallet instead. But other than that, basically the same stuff. Ashes of the Fallen, Split Anvil, and Imp Sickle. I guess my guess is that Grindstone was probably just taken because he had the money to do it. Grindstone really wouldn't have done much at that point in the game. And it looks like his deck was basically removed enough that he wouldn't have gained much from just spending on removals. Though I might argue instead of Grindstone, even just a single removal might be more valuable there. But yeah, very interesting. Because honestly, when I look at this, other than the rally path being chosen here, not a whole lot different necessarily, right? In the context that he wasn't taking gauge, this is kind of a deck that you might just see, regardless of the universal battles patch or not. It's interesting to me that he took the Welder Helper, so that first Welder Helper he must have took over the Ritual. Even in the context of the universal balance patch, I'm not 100 on that. I mean, obviously it probably works because the Shardtail has a multi-strike, right? That is something that I probably might have considered if it was universal balance patch, right? If I just knew I was going to get multi-strike and Shardtail Queen, in my run, 100% the Ritual makes more sense there, but on universal balance patch run, might just make more sense to take the Welder Helper there, because that's a really strong play, right? You just get the Welder Helper and stack it up on Queen. You are going to need a way to have it die, but obviously if you just find the burnout upgrade like you have it here, then you're fine. I guess maybe one little thing I could think though, I feel like I would have took I guess One Arm Tome doesn't make much sense because he didn't have good paths to Merchant of Magic from that point on, if I recall correctly, right? We only took like one or two Merchant of Magics, but they were like early to mid game. So by the time he took Tome, since he didn't have Pyre Trumper, which honestly in his deck Pyre Trumper doesn't make sense because he didn't take the Unbroken Horn. I do kind of wonder about skipping the Horde. I guess you didn't have Imperialist, and you didn't have, and it's a 15 shard, and we did end up fighting Crossbowmen, but I don't know. I feel like starting with the 2 Molting Imps, you're fine. If you think about it, we also, we didn't even get our Molting Imp to kill that crossbow guy, and we still were able to deal with him relatively fine. I think you're definitely fine to take that first Divine Horde, and just skip the trial. But I guess maybe he didn't. He had the luxury to probably just not skip the trial, so that's the trade-off, which is fine. But I don't know. It was pretty nice to have that Unbroken Horn. I bet his deck would have liked to maybe have it, but that's fine. That's just the only things that are really the only thing I can really glean. Other than that, yeah, I think the main difference here is that the rally path is something that's desirable in the universal balance patch. Obviously, in our version, rally is just not the only reason we even took rally at the end is because we didn't want an extra welder helper every turn. And in hindsight, we almost would have been probably fine to take that welder helper. It would have covered our low rolls. Like we would have lost rail beater probably. I mean, we had the option to daze there, so we didn't need the welder helper that much. Maybe daze would have just been better, but yeah, I don't know. Pretty fun run either way. Even if it was just in the context of doing the run, I had a fun time doing that run with the gauge and whatnot. I like Gauge with Rally or with Shardtail Queen because it's like you just have this giant hand of options to play with, especially when you get that Pirate Trumper going. But with the Unbroken Horn, that'll do it for this one. Like I said, be on the lookout for if Dusk ends up uploading this with the Universal Balance patch to see how different the run ends up being from what I did with Vanilla. As always, thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.